Catalyst Connect, I wanted to take this opportunity to go over our search engine optimization services and how we go about our digital marketing plans for clients. Now, there are many aspects involved in digital marketing, and in this day and age, we have so many platforms that are connected together, and we want to make sure that they all play well, and we have a comprehensive strategy across our website to our social strategy, the reporting to make sure that we're creating the right feedback loops, and eventually bring it all into a CRM where we can drive and close business. So let's take a quick look at our approach to search engine optimization. This is really the cornerstone of your digital marketing efforts, is we really want your site to rank well organically so that when clients are searching for relevant terms, your website is featured prominently. Now, we really break down the search engine optimization work into a few different key functional areas. The first one over here in the groundwork is really understanding what your business objectives are, what kind of keywords and search terms drive business for your organization. So we'll generally meet with your stakeholder group to understand what those search terms are. We'll then do some background research on the traffic for those particular search terms on Google and Bing, benchmark that against what your competition is doing to see where there's an opportunity to grab some low-hanging fruit for the traffic that those search terms are driving. And then we'll begin both our on-page and off-page optimizations. Now, before we can really begin with the technical aspects of the SEO work, we need to make sure that your website speed is really up to snuff. We want to make sure that the GT metrics site speed is indicating 90 or above. At least that's our goal that we'll bring the site to. For desktop, mobile generally tends to be a bit slower. We also want to make sure that the site is very well mobily optimized. The on-page SEO efforts really focus around our keyword optimization and density, building pages specific to search terms or search phrases, ensuring that we have a lot of the metadata around that page centered on that keyword, and that we're doing the appropriate background research to see what's working well on your competitors' rankings to benchmark against that and really pick up where they left off, so we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. The off-page SEO efforts really center around our tie-in to your social presence, making sure that we're having relevant traffic backlink to your website. This includes optimizing our webmaster tools, making sure that the search engines are indexing all of your pages, submitting your website to the appropriate directories, both larger ones like obviously Google and Bing, and then industry-specific directories as well. Off-page efforts also relate to tying in your social presence to your website and making sure that we are getting relevant backlinks from guest blogging services and other content mediums. Now, we will address our digital marketing when it comes to Google AdWords, Bing Ads, social ads in our separate services around digital marketing. But I'd like to segue into our reporting platform to show you how we track all of our on-page, off-page, and optimization efforts as they relate to your website. So I'll dive into our reporting platform here and just give you a quick poke around to see, to show you what we manage for our clients. Now, this is an overall dashboard that we use to manage the web presence for all of the digital assets that we maintain. You can see here that we can dive in and see at a high level what our Google rankings are looking like, our website traffic, backlinks, Google Search Console performance, etc. So to give you a little bit of detail on what we track here, let's dive into our SEO rankings. So here you can see we can sort and filter our rankings by different criteria. Here you can see that we have some good momentum on some of the new services that we're bringing to market. We can see what the Google search rankings have changed over this particular time period. And we can also just get a general trend of what buckets those search terms are evolving into. And you can see here that we may be deprioritizing some search terms and focusing on some of our new products and services. So these trends really help us identify where we should be putting our effort and analyzing which traffic is driving the most business. On the web side, we can get into quite a bit of detail with the page analytics in terms of understanding what kind of traffic it's bringing. So if we dive into our Google Analytics data here, we can understand how clients are moving through your website, where they're spending the most time, and where they're potentially dropping off. And this will help us optimize the content on those pages to help them be a little bit more sticky. This works in conjunction with our website maintenance packages that really strive to improve our user experience on the page, where we use heat mapping to understand exactly how users are actually interacting with content within a given page. And let's dive over to that now. Example of a heat map that we had on an older version of our website. Now we have a few different ways that we can view how users are interacting with our homepage here. This particular confetti view allows us to see by color code what different traffic sources are clicking on our site. So we can obviously see that we have some hot button items here, our Zoho services in the About section that's getting quite a bit of traffic. Very few people actually clicking on the custom development and marketing. Maybe those categories are a bit too broad. And then, of course, the contact button. We can also take a different look at this to see what the scroll map looks like. This is where we can see where visitors are perhaps skimming over or pausing longer on the website. So this will help us understand what they're actually reading as opposed to clicking on. So this data is generally used in conjunction with our Google Analytics data, Google AdWords data to really analyze not only the sources of traffic, but their behavior navigating through the site, and then within a particular page, what elements they are interacting with. All of this creates the feedback loop that we need to go back and refine our search engine keyword targets and make sure that we really are focusing on the keywords that are driving relevant traffic and business for your organization. We look forward to chatting with you further to discuss your particular goals and how we may be able to help. Thank you.